Do we have a creeper? Yes, we do. Blending in. Why have you done that to his face? Why have you done that to his face? He looks like the crocodile from the Batman series. The texture pack that we're reviewing in today's video is the Modern Realism x128 or x64 texture pack by GoE-Craft. It's currently rated 4.6 stars out of 5 stars from 20 reviews, and it currently costs 830 mine tokens, which is the equivalent of £3.99 in my local currency. It says realism and modern HD textures, experience 128x HD quality, vivid colors, realistic features, epic realism VFX feeling, and much more. Epic 128x or 64x HD textures, deep shades feeling, animated leaves and plants, block variants, fog effects, faithful to vanilla, realistic skies, perfect survival, PvP, and creative city building, custom UI. Only the resource pack is included. Let's get this texture pack reviewed. Welcome back to the home of the texture pack review. I am your host, the Dazman, and we are in a brand new creative world for the Modern Realism x128 or x64 texture pack by GoE-Craft. If you enjoyed today's video, please do leave a like, drop a comment down below, let me know what you think about the review, let me know what you think about the texture pack, clarify anything that I may have got wrong. And if you're new to the channel, please do hit that subscribe button. I would greatly appreciate it. With my eyes closed, we're going to jump over to the left-hand side. Oh, no, wait, my eyes are just open. But we're still going to jump over to the left-hand side. And we're going to get the GUI on the screen. And now, while that shows, let me just say it's quite fairly well known to anybody who knows my content how much disdain I have for quote-unquote realism texture packs. I do try to come into every texture pack review with as minimalist of a bias as possible, if that even makes sense. Like, I know there's always some level of bias. You like what you like, you don't like what you don't like. It's hard to just shift that, but I do try to give every pack every fair chance that I can. So I will be doing that in today's texture pack review as well. What I did want to say though was that I wanted to commend them for keeping this below 990 mine tokens. It's so easy to throw the word realism on to a texture pack and then charge 990 or more. So the fact that they've gone for 830, while it's only one step down, it's still a step down. So that is very good, and that's got my respect there. But I don't like realism descriptions. I don't like things like deep shades feeling. I don't like things like faithful to vanilla when I'm looking at this kind of stuff. So there are a few buzzwords that I'm worried for. So my guard is up. Hopefully that's clear, and hopefully that just kind of sets the stage rather well. But do let me know what you guys are thinking. It's not always about what I'm thinking. Are you a fan of realism texture packs? Does this tick all the boxes? Let me know. So let's see what we've got going on here. First and foremost, we've got a village there, so we'll travel off in this direction to not spoil a later section. I'm getting a darker feeling to the world. It's not so much a gloomier feel, but there is a darker feel. I like the sky. I think the sky is quite nice. It's very nice clouds. It's almost a level of photorealism there. And then we've got the water carrying that normal Minecraft color. They haven't done too much to the colors. The sand is probably a bit whiter than normal, and I think the greens are slightly darker. But other than that though, I mean, it just kind of still gives you that Minecraft feel. The water has that very slow ripple effect on it, which is, it's quite nice, to be honest with you. It's not overpowering and it's not doing too much. But when we start looking at the blocks, the immediate thing I'm getting here, graininess and a desire to be somewhat photorealistic. I don't know if anyone else is feeling that, but right here I'm getting graininess. You can tell that they've tried to make it as photorealistic as possible. We've got the grainy flowers, and because of that graininess, because of that quote-unquote photorealism, it doesn't feel realism looking at this on its own right here. Like, it's not quite what it looks like realistic. Do you know what I mean? It's still very computerized. It's still very pixelized. We've got stone down here as well, which it feels like something out of Power World, and I don't say that as a compliment. to be honest with you. I didn't like Power World textures when I played that game over on Dasman Plays. And I don't like it here. I do like the flowers. I mean, the grass even. I like well, actually, I like the animation to it. I don't particularly like the texture to it either. It's too grainy, but we do have that block variation that we were saying there as well, with like a smattering of weeds and flowers in on the grass here, for instance. We can see that. Now, I've always kind of wondered, is it block specific? Like, if I place it there all the time, will that block always have a variance? Yeah, it will. Fair dues. There we go. Okay, so it is spot specific. And then we got the flowers here as well. Again, very much like somebody's gone to Google Image, taken a cut of an oxeye daisy, removed the background and plonked it down. It just doesn't lose that 2D effect, which Minecraft is still 3D. You know, it's still a block game. It just never sits right with me. Maybe it's a form of uncanny valley, I'm not sure, but it just never sits right. We do have pigs here. Now, one thing I will say, while it's a little bit janky, I do respect the model change. We've got the ears sticking out. We've got the nose, which is blocky. I see what they've gone for there. It doesn't quite work how they've wanted it to, but points for effort. You know, they've developed a snout on the face, and then they've plonked the snout on the top face of it. It's a bit weird, but I respect what they've gone for. And then you've got the shading on there too. Again, it just feels a little bit too flat, a little bit too photo realistic. And then you got this guy. I don't know, man. It's weird, right? We're playing Minecraft. It's going to be flat. It's going to be blocky. These things happen. But it's only in these types of texture packs that you see it really, really badly. When you're doing a fantasy texture pack, it doesn't feel so weird. That leg went mad weird there. I don't know if you guys saw that, but that leg, look at that. Okay, that's broken. Is that a model thing? Is that a Minecraft thing? Is that a texture pack thing? I'm not sure. But when we shave him as well, it's pretty much all gone apart from some form of skin condition. So there's elements of breakingness here. There's elements of broke models. Do we have any other colors of sheep? Why is it so hard to spawn in other colors? They're all white. Why are all of the sheep white? There we go. We've got a grey and a black one. So then if we shear that, we get that full white body, but then the legs and the head keeps the color. And then same there as well. So fair enough. The models on the sheep are broken. That's not what you want to see. I'm slightly reserving criticism because it's in the model and I can't tell if that's the model of the texture pack change or if that's the model of Minecraft, but it's not acceptable either way. Unfortunately, we've seen the pig. Is there a cow around here anywhere that we could have a look at just to see as well? Good to see that it is updated for Spring to Life too, though. That is very much a welcome change to some of the texture packs that we've seen. The variations not breaking it, which is good. Let's come over here. Oh, there's a cow over here. Here we go. So we've got a cow as well. Now, a cow doesn't feel too bad. Again, there is obviously elements like that there. They've gone for the big and bulky. They've gone for the blocky models to try and add that bulk. It looks like he's broke his legs, like all of his legs in how they're standing. But okay, I respect the feet. That sounds weird, but, you know, they've gone for those cow hooves. I got you. The legs aren't broken on this guy, although he does look very wooden. It's just something about it. It just feels unrealistic, which I don't get, man. I don't understand it. You don't see that in Kingdoms or anything else. I did want to see, do we have any stone variation? I'm not getting any immediate stone variation. So far, the only variation that we've actually seen is in grass. Interesting enough. Okay. So far, what I'm thinking is the blocks are a bit grainy and a little bit too photorealistic. The mobs have some form of weird modeling. The pig's my favorite one. Of that, it would go pig, it would go cow, and then sheep. But it just feels a little bit 2D, a little bit too unrealistic. We are still, as well, looking for a chicken. In fact, there's one over there. Here we go. Hello, mate. How you doing? Got a little roostery chicken over here. Got a nice big mohawk sticking up. Very massive bulk to him as well. I don't hate that, though. That's all right. Yeah, I'll go with that. That's quite nice. Nice blue feather. Nice big and bulky with the beak as well. Okay, I like that one. The chicken's my new favorite. Chicken, pig, cow, and then sheep. And then obviously we've got the fancy spawn eggs here. which again just don't feel very Minecraft. They do feel quite magical, but they don't feel very Minecraft. And then if we just quickly get a horse out here, they're not bad. They're quite nice. They've not gone for any weird... Oh, they kind of have gone for the weird leg models, actually. They do feel very wooden. They don't move naturally. It's just whether or not that breaks your immersion, I guess. I can't stop looking at it. We've got that off eggshell color white and some good transparency on the skeletal horse there. It's not so bad here for that wooden movement because it's just the bones. So it kind of works there. And then last but not least, we have the zombie horse as well, just to show it off. Feels quite basic there, to be honest. I'd say that's even stepped away from realism on that one. It's a bit weird. Realism's very difficult to pull together, in all honesty. And I don't know. It just never feels like it works in Minecraft. Let me know what you think from this initial first look. Let's head over to that village that's nearby and let's see what villagers look like. So we're going to approach this village now. We've got the big sun back up in the sky as well, which looks quite nice. The sun is quite strong. It's also a round sun, which is a little bit crazy to see in Minecraft. Now, I've seen the villagers. I've seen them in the pictures. This is going to be one, isn't it? Here we go. How you doing, buddy? Oh, my days. Oh, my days. What have we got here? Like... How is it that Minecraft's villagers don't have such a predominantly square feeling to them? And as soon as you get realism, that's it. You can add model changes. This guy's so scary. You can add model changes to pigs and cows, but you turn your villagers into nightmare fuel. Is it smooth? Is it clean? Yes. Look at this guy. This guy looking like he's oozing. I don't even know, man. The pictures, I mean, this one here looks a little bit grainy, but the pictures are relatively smooth, but they're also absolutely scary. I do not like these at all. This right here is a texture pack breaker for me. I would never want to work with villagers if they look like this. I'm sorry. That's just, no, I'm so sorry. I don't like it. I can't keep looking at them. And then we've got the iron golem, which, I'm sorry, that looks terrible. That looks absolutely terrible. What part of that is realistic? Even if you take out the fact it's an iron golem, how can it be realistic? Like, we see better iron golems in cartoon packs. Is it a good texture? Is it clean? Is it smooth? Somewhat to a degree. Don't look at me with those eyes. But look at this guy. I hate it. I really don't like it. And then again, more 2D flowers around here. We've got the crops. Oh, man. It's just a lot. I like this mosaic design on the cobblestone. Be a nice floor. How would that look as a floor? Does it match up? Yeah, it matches up quite nice. It's not directional. That would be a nice floor, but there's just so much here I don't like. Like, I don't like the doors. It just feels fake. Is this what people... Nobody ever answers this question for me. Is this what people want from a realism texture pack? You want it to look flat, you want it to look fake, you want it to look scary, you want it to look grainy, you want it to look stretched. I don't know. Let me know down in the comments, please, because I struggle with realism texture packs so much. It's crazy. Let's set it to nighttime and let's go and have a look at hostile mobs. So I've set it to nighttime now, and I can't actually see any moon anywhere, so I don't know what the moon looks like. But in terms of the world, it feels a little bit darker in places. It does. Like over there, definitely feels quite a lot darker than normal. The sky pops quite well. Have we got stars moving? Yeah, we do have stars moving in the background there as well. So it's kept that kind of rotational Minecraft sky. Oh, there's the moon coming up from behind the clouds. Okay, we've got a little half moon. All right, fair enough. Not too bad. Let's get the night vision on. Remember, my arachnophobics out there, there are going to be spiders, and this is a realism pack, so who knows how realistic they're going to look. So this is your arachnophobia warning. And there they are. Okay, we're going to start off slow, though. We're going to go down here and look at zombies. Oh, why, man? It's that same... Like, I swear I've seen this face before. If not, I've seen something very similar. In his denim trousers and his torn shirt. don't know about it, man. I just, like, this isn't as bad as Villagers by any means, right? Let's try and put some positivity on here. Definitely not as bad as Villagers. It actually kind of works better like that than the Villagers' faces. It's such a weird feeling, but I don't know. Like, it's just such a boring face to use. And then we're getting a little hint to armor there, but let's see some of the skeletons. Like, what is that? It's the goofy face. It's a fake Terminator. I don't know. The red eyes. Again, not as bad as Villagers at all. Not the same color skeleton as the skeleton horse, though. So no consistency on here. That is a shame. There's nothing in... Well, I say nothing. At the moment, there's very little inherently terrible about this pack. It's just not for me, I think is the best way to put it, man. I need to see what people say about it to let me know whether or not it is terrible. But for me, it's not good at all. There's a spider over here. And you know what? That is creepy. I would say the spider looks good, but my days. I mean, the legs look really good. It's triggering something in me here to be creeped out. I'm with it. The spider I'm with. The spider I am with. We're going to just quickly have a look at his face. Okay, yeah, the spider I'm with. The hostile mobs definitely don't feel as bad as the villagers. Do we have a creeper? Yes, we do. Blending in. Why have you done that to his face? Why have you done that to his face? He looks like the crocodile from the Batman series. He looks like, oh man, he looks like an alien gone wrong. He looks like a lizard. I don't like that. I like his color scheme. I like that he blends in with the flowers. He would definitely be able to creep up with you. I don't like that turned down mouth. He looks like a Venus flytrap. Is probably the best way that I can put that. This has been stronger than the village for me, but I still don't like this pack. Let me know what you guys think. Let's head out to the ocean. Let's go and see what an ocean monument looks like. Alright, so we're above an ocean monument now, and immediately up here, it's nighttime with night vision potion on. I like this color scheme. The darker blue into the lighter blue. I like it from up here. Let's get down here. Let's see what we can see. So, immediately, I like the dark prism, I like the prismarine bricks. It is a unique texture. It's not just the Y design. I like that. You know, I can definitely say some nice things when I see some nice things. I do like that. The prismarine itself, again, elements of photorealism, which just gives it that fake, I don't even know what the word, like, I want to say plasticky feel. It just feels fake, artificial, maybe. The kelp looking quite void of color. Over here, we got sea lanterns. I don't like that. I don't like that, and I can't tell why. It just doesn't sit right with me. A lot about this pack just doesn't sit right with me, but I mean, it could be used. How does it look at the bottom? There's use for it. It does feel a little bit magical, a little bit glassy maybe, but yeah, it just doesn't sit perfect with me, I guess. Let's carry on. Maybe I'm being too harsh though. You know what? I'm always open to being told I'm being too harsh, but I just didn't like the way that looked. And then, oh wow, okay. The Elder Guardian here. I don't like the purple. It kind of feels like Harlequin tights, which I'm not the biggest fan of. I like the eye, though. The purple eye is nice. It's like an eye within an eye. And then you've got that dirty grey. Kind of matches the kelp. Okay, that's more positive than negative for me. I hate the dark prismarine. Really don't like the dark prismarine there. Let's just make sure that's clear. And then around here, we've got the smaller Guardian. Okay, this one I like. The orange eye, the orange spikes. Yeah, that I like. I like that. The orange trim looks really good. And then somewhere around here, there should be drowns. There is. Lazy. Lazy. It's just the zombie texture. It's just the zombie texture. There's no elements of 3D. That's lazy. That's poor. I don't like that. I expect better than that. That's terrible. Let's go underground and let's have a look at a trial chamber now. And so here we are in the trial chamber, and weirdly the colors feel a lot softer here. With the green and the orange, they feel like they're brighter but softer. More, I don't know, like laboratory style is a bit weird. I don't know. And then we've also got the waxed copper bulbs, which have changed. They're quite nice. You see some glass. We've got tuffed bricks here too. They look cool. I'm down with that. I don't like polished tuff. It's weird. Like as soon as we come back to this kind of photorealistic texturing, I don't like it. As soon as they add some detail and make it something, I prefer it. Like stone, hated it. Liked cobblestone. I hate polished tuff. I like tough bricks. Like it's very weird. Even that, like while this is the most jarring switchover that I think I've ever seen, like there's absolutely no attempt to blend stone in here. That is a very harsh line divide. Like you don't get it there. That's a nice blend, but that is not. I still prefer the mossy cobblestone over just stone. And then you've got white concrete here, which they've added in a bit of like checkerboard pattern, square, cross. I don't know what you want to call that, but they've added in the square design there to tiling maybe. But yeah, I mean, there's a lot more here that I like than I don't really. I could probably take or leave the copper. It's a little bit too bright for me. Kind of feels like it doesn't belong here, which is weird. That is a big block. Oh, these are smaller ones, aren't they? Yeah, okay. I was like, why is that one so small and that one's massive? But no, that makes sense. Okay. But there is stuff here to like. And then if we get the breeze. Okay. I like the wind effect. Obviously, we've got that blocky fill, but then you've got that kind of magical, mystical design with the eyes and the eyebrows that you also get on the eggs. Those type of fill where it just feels a little bit special, but also a little bit manufactured, I would say. It doesn't feel legit. Very, very weird. Let's head over to the Armoury now and let's see what everything looks like. So we're here in the Armoury now, and now seems like a good as time of any to remind you guys, remember, this is about just seeing the pack. This is less so about seeing or hearing my opinion, right? I might be negative, I might not like it, but this is all about giving you the opportunity to see inside the pack without spending the money yourself. So do let me know your opinions. Do try to just ignore me if I'm saying something that's against what you think, but always happy to have the discussion in the comments and work out what it is people like that I don't. As we look at the trees here, Cherry Blossom had some good color to it. The rest of the trees just feel kind of samey, although I like the logs. The logs look kind of nice. They actually kind of work for me. They're not too bad at all. Just keep looking around. Got acacia here as well, pale oak. Yeah, they work for me, man. And it's a slow leaf animation too, so it doesn't feel so jarring when you look at it. That's good. The creaking, not much of a change. Definitely does feel faithful to vanilla there. More of those 2D flowers. The mangrove tree, nobody gets the mangrove tree right. It always feels just like a busy mess to me. Let's pop through and have a look at the doors. Now, the doors, like some of them look weird. Like this one looks a little bit too fake. Whereas this one looks quite nice, and I kind of like this one. Some of them are really good, and they definitely look modern in design. That looks like a security door. Which door is that? That's an iron door. That looks kind of like a push bar for a fire exit. Same for the copper, although more worn in factories. It's a nice effect. And then we've got the beds, the trapdoors, and the walls. Nice little pillow effect on the beds. Just a color change though, no real design changes. I like that wall. I like that granite wall though. Just I don't know, because it's got so much detail. I kind of like that diorite one as well actually. What's going on? I'm liking blocks. Oh no. And then we've got some good color on here too. They've even done the creaking heart, looks good. The block of resin kind of looks bubbly. Then we've got the precious blocks and the ore blocks. Yeah, I like those. They're nice. They look clean. They don't look too grainy. They're all right. We've got glass. Good color on the glass. Nice slight little border around them too. These look sharp. I like that. And then we've got the panes here as well. And then we've got the blocks. So now, again, we're going to see what I'm describing. So, photorealistic like these, not the biggest fan. Although the stone slab and the stone bricks, two very different designs there. Stone bricks a lot more polished. Cobblestone on here. The wood designs are cool. I like this effect. This bend effect that you get here where it's linked up side by side. That's nice. I actually like these wood blocks. These wood blocks are kind of cool. I even like the bamboo, even though it's quite bunched together. I do like that. The stone. The sand is quite inoffensive. Hey, you know what? Here, these blocks don't look so bad. I'm not sure why the bone block is a different color to the skeleton horse. And maybe it should be said the skeleton horse is a different color to the bone. I don't understand that. Very weird. Slime looks nice. Hey, this is starting to win me over here, you know. We've got the wall. Not bad. Very not bad, in fact. Good color. The wandering trader and the llamas. Oh, the llama's a little bit cute there, actually. The wandering trader. Oh, my days. Oh, my days. He looks like that actor, Franco. Yeah, is it James Franco? That's weird. Okay, and then we got the camel. Okay, the sniffer. Yeah, all right, fine. Nothing special, really. The slimes. Guys, can I see your face? I can, yeah. All right, not bad. Faithful to vanilla, no major changes. Then we got the coral blocks. Again, this just kind of looks like it's pulled from Google Images, man. Weird. It's weird. It doesn't work. It's a flat face texture on a block design. Just doesn't feel right. For me, at least, anyway. And then we got some more blocks going in. I kind of like granite. Granite looks kind of nice. There's like an explosion of color. Yeah, not bad. I would say the bricks don't actually feel like they belong here. But okay. And just carry on through. Not the biggest fan of the prismarine. Also not the biggest fan of, depending on how far away you are, it's a different color. Although it is changing color here. Yeah, look, it's gone to quite a strong green. So there is a prismarine color change. That's good. Prismarine bricks. This doesn't feel as bad. This one here, the blackstone. Okay. Maybe it's because they're independent on their own. If I started lining them up with other stuff, they might look a little bit harsh. Gilded blackstone looks really nice, actually. I'm actually saying positive things here. We've got a reused texture here for the cobbled deep slate. The mosaic bricks, I think, were reused as well. I hate this. This right here. I hate this as well next to it. And then we've got the workbenches. Not the biggest fan of the TNT. They've gone for like a red barrel effect. I'm not the biggest fan of that. The chests are okay. And then we've got like the modern speaker design for the jukebox and the note block. We've got ovens. That's a nice touch. Very modern there. We're starting to see some more modern in this now. Okay. And then we've got the cactus and the plant. All right, not too bad. I liked more of that than I thought I would there. And then if we hover into here, so in terms of the weapons, these are the longest swords I've ever seen. It's also copy and paste. That's a shame. That is a shame. And it's copy and paste on the armors as well. That is a big shame. Not a big fan of that. Chainmail, don't like it. No transparency. Iron, fine, but it's copy and paste. The weapons as well. Gold. Like, you could have put some effort into this and just changed it up a bit. I know you're faithful to vanilla. Be better than vanilla. This is just... Yeah, I don't know. I mean, this looks quite nice on its own, but kind of like Iron Man with the chest the arc reactor or whatever, but just when you've seen it 6 times, 5 times, it's not great. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times, it's not great. Elytra looks nice. Trident, I could give or take. The shield is cool. The bundles don't work. They're the wrong size. The heavy core, fine. The mace is actually a baseball bat. And then, oh, I've picked up the heavy core. That's not what I meant to pick up. I wanted that. Thank you. And let's put this on and see if there are any shocks here. That's very harsh, but fair enough. At least it's not offensive, I guess. That's cool. There's no me here for some reason. Bit weird. And then last but not least, let's pop this out. We do have a custom health and hunger. It's just nothing special, really. So I'll be honest, there's more here. Well, that's why I've disappeared. There we go. There's more here I like than I thought there would be, but it's still very harsh in places. It's not the worst pack I've ever seen. It's probably one of the better of these style packs that I've seen, but it's not mine. It's not going to be one that I use on rotation, to be honest with you. Remember to let me know down in the comments. Let's head back to the world and let's go and see what's happening in the Nether. So into the Nether we go. Then you can see there isn't much of a splash screen. There is the custom generating world box though. And then we see Netherrack, which looks like a blurry pixelated mess. Let's see what we've got going on here. So, okay, here we go. Let me just see what we're dealing with. Try and process this. So I liked this. I liked Blackstone. Blackstone looks quite nice. Netherrack, it just feels fake. I like what they've gone for. In theory, it just doesn't feel natural, which is very weird. I do like the way the ore feels like it's ripping through though. And then in terms of the magma block, again, I like what they've gone for. It feels quite magical. It feels quite strong. It just also doesn't feel quite real. Like, it feels very manufactured, and I'm not the biggest fan of that at all. Let's jump up here and see what happens. So into creative, lava is very orange. Orange is very strong. It's a very hot, strong feeling orange. That is disgusting. Glowstone is terrible. That looks cheap. That looks poor, in my opinion. That makes the lava look amazing, just for the record. In fact, it looks even better as it's moving, so that's cool. But let's see what we've got going on around here. So we've got the crimson biome. Okay, again, you got that kind of nauseating effect with the animations. What's going on over here? We've got a piglin over here looking quite dapper. He's wearing a suit. Why are you wearing a suit? Okay. You know what? I don't hate it. Again, feels a little bit manufactured. Little bit fake, but I don't hate it. They've added some character into this. Don't know why he's got a suit, looking like an old-time British gangster. But I'm here for it. I like that. For what we've seen in this pack, that works really well. The hoglins. I don't like the faces. I don't like the faces. This guy's got a massive walking stick. How you doing, buddy? Pop over here and just see what else we've got as we go around. Like I say, it's by far not the worst pack I've ever seen. Especially not in the realism build. And GoE-Craft, obviously, they did the medieval realism pack that came out quite recently as well. So they're quite experienced when it comes to realism. It's just harshities, man. Like this, there's no blend. It just feels weird. It just feels wrong. It's very, very weird. We've got... Whoa. So we've got a ghast. Okay. I see his face. Can I see your face, mate? Your face looked crazy. Whoa. Looks like Krang from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. That's a little bit mad still. And then if we see the attack animation here. Hello. Are you going to do anything? Are you even going to care that I'm here? Are they going to care that I'm here? He's gone. He's gone. Why is he gone? Hello? Why are these guys not even interested in me, man? Oh, wow. Okay, that was horrorcore. That was horrorcore. Fair dues. That was worth looking for then. Okay, cool. So that was the animation of the ghast. Let's go and find a fortress. Alright, so we've got a fortress in what looks like a soul sand valley, so we get to see some of the colours on here. Fortress looks fine though, with the blocks all put together. That looks quite nice. It's not too bad at all. We'll pop under here and see what's going on. Good blue for the Soul Sand Valley as well. Don't like the mushrooms though. Again, it just feels 2D. It's too big. It's just the scale is all wrong. We're forced into the Netherrack, which I don't like as well. And then if we pop around here, the blazes. Okay, I can live with that. Yeah, I can live with that. For what we've been given in this pack, this is actually quite strong for what we've been given in this pack. Trying to see his eyes. Again, horrorcore right there with the eyes. No eyelids, no blinking. But I think that was quite strong. There was some fire there for you as well. And then do we get a wither skeleton around so we can see those? There we go. Hello, mate. Again, it's just a terrible Terminator with an incredibly long sword. Not a fan of that. Again, laziness in areas. The drowned, the zombie, the skeleton, and the wither skeleton. Now let's get the wither to spawn. See how this looks. Normally I cut here, but that's fine. Got soul sand here as well. Is that soul soil? No, that's soul sand there. Oh, wow. That is a very predominant nose right there. And you've got 3 of them, mate. Okay, other than the nose, I don't hate it. Put the nose in, though, and I don't like it. Fair dues. Remember to let me know what you guys are thinking. Let's head to the end and let's see the Ender Dragon. So into the end we are, and let's see what we've got going on. So obsidian, again, feels like something out of Power World. It's not the worst though, but it does feel like it's out of Power World. I just had to look at that there, let that render in. Still feels like 2D and stretched. Endstone. Okay, Endstone's okay. It's not the worst that we've seen. It's nearly, but it's not the worst. That is terrible. That is disgusting and terrible. There's a weird lizard fixation here. We saw it with the creeper, and now we're seeing it with the Enderman too. Don't like that. That is terrible. And then the Ender Dragon. Some strong purple in the wings. I like that. And on the spikes. I don't like that jeweled texture that she's got. But other than that, I like the colour. I'm going to just keep it quick because I'm not the biggest fan of it. I'm really looking forward to seeing you guys' comments. Let's head to the ancient city and let's see the Warden. Alright, so we're in the ancient city now. And okay, immediately I like the blue. I think the blue is nice. Let's get in close and see how that looks. So we've got the Skulk Vein. That's not too bad either. Kind of feels like glow lichen, in fact. That's quite nice, that blue. And then you've got this design here. I nearly triggered the Warden. Okay. That's not bad. I like the little animation that you get on that. That feels otherworldly and it feels really nice. Other than that, though, I mean, there's such a mishmash. You've got like well-designed blocks. You've got photorealistic stretching. You've got mishmashing. It doesn't feel like it matches, man. It's so weird. I don't get it. It's immersion breaking for me, at least. And you know, while this is my video, I've got to tell you what I'm thinking, but hopefully you're getting the opportunity to see all around the pack. Let's get the Warden out here. All right, so the Warden should be about to spawn. Okay. Let's see what we got going on here. So the body is well, it's not. I was going to say it's made out of skulk, but it's the wrong color. It's the wrong color tone, for one. And then you've got I like the effect here, though, of these weird, like, tentacles and the colors that are going on there, but it's a different color. It's a very slightly lighter color. He's going mad right now. Oh, there's a cave spider over there as well. And he's getting a rush on. Go on, son. Oh, he clapped him. That's crazy. Okay, so what am I going to give this pack out of 10? I mean, look, you know it's not going to be a strong score. I'm sorry, it's not for me. I'm going for a 4. I'm going to go for a 4 out of 10. I did wrestle with a 5 out of 10, but in my head, I was thinking about it. Some of the textures are too grainy. Some of the textures don't look like they belong together. Like, parts of this feels like it's made in a different world. There's laziness when it comes to the skeleton and the wither skeleton. There's laziness with the zombie and the drowned. There's laziness with the armor. There's laziness with the weapon. And I'll be completely honest with you, from what I've seen, other than the furnace and the blast furnace, I'm not really getting too much of a hint of modern either. And that just kind of leaves everything I don't like about realism. So on another day, maybe I would give it a 5. But no, I'm going with a 4 out of 10. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments. What do you give this texture pack out of 10? I always enjoy reading your reviews. Please do leave a like on the video as well. It's nice to be back doing new texture packs. So hopefully we'll see some new texture packs added to the Minecraft marketplace again. And if you're new to the channel, please do hit that subscribe button. We recently hit 6,300 subscribers. Thank you so much for the support. Can we push 6,400 subscribers? Only with your help. Thank you for watching, everybody. Peace!